Hello, all, and thank you for joining the Center for Economic Empowerment at Love Zion for this asynchronous video of our virtual seminar with local entrepreneurs. This month, we will be talking about small business talk, entrepreneurship during and after the pandemic. My name is Jessica Kessler. I'm going to be moderating for you, and I'm also a board member for the Center for Economic Empowerment. Just to give you a little bit more information about who we are, the CEE, or Center for Economic Empowerment at Love Zion, was incorporated in 2019 to provide training and resources that will lead to long-term economic freedom and empowerment for residents of North Philadelphia, the greater Philadelphia area, and beyond. With that being said, we launched at the beginning of 2020 with a conference, a mini conference entitled Securing the Bag 2020, where we invited local business owners, local community members, and of course our residents in order to gain an educational foundation on what it takes to be economically empowered and free. Through this series of webinars, which we started in May and now are on the third iteration, we hope that you gain some information, knowledge, and tools that will help you on your economic empowerment journey. But I would love for you to stay connected with us using any one of our social media platforms or communication means. Feel free to visit us on our website at lovezion.org/CEE, on Facebook, CEE at Love Zion. We also have an active YouTube page for asynchronous videos and information for which this virtual webinar will be posted. And of course, you can email us directly at lovezioncee@gmail.com. Now I'd love to introduce our amazing speaker for today, who has put together some amazing tips to help you on your entrepreneurship journey. Dr. John Graves, or John W. Graves III, is the founder and director of John Graves Productions and Here's to Cool Stuff clothing store. He's a Philadelphia native, entrepreneur, educator, producer, writing, and performing artist. Beginning at the age of 3, he spent his adolescent and teenage years perfecting his craft. He received training from Evelyn Graves School of Performing Arts and Company, Freedom Theater, Wilkes University, Westchester University, and Drexel University. At the age of 19, Graves produced his first musical production, My Son, My Brother, My Friend. Following the success of this production, he founded John Graves Productions, and since 2007, Graves has continued to use the arts to educate, enrich, and serve the community. Currently, he can be found at Here's the Cool Stuff clothing store, which is located at 1214 South Street, where Graves continues to study and thrive in his craft, along with educating and supporting artists throughout the region. He hosts numerous programs throughout the year in community service and art education for children, teens, and adults, and produces 4 to 5 productions annually. I've had the pleasure of working with John Graves and also seeing his success from top to bottom. And it is my privilege and honor to truly welcome him into our webinar series and to allow you guys to hear his amazing tips and tricks for thriving during and after this pandemic. John Graves has and will be discussing these 3 points: assess, don't stress, get creative, not destructive, and be mission-minded. I'm now going to turn it over to John to give you his tips for your entrepreneurship success.
Hello, my name is John Wesley Graves III, and I am the founder and owner of John Graves Productions and Here's the Cool Stuff clothing store. Here's the Cool Stuff clothing store has been open for almost 6 years, and I've had John Graves Productions, the nonprofit entertainment company, for going on 14 years. In respect of time, I know everybody got a lot going on. The world we live in is cray, and if you like me, you're doing everything you can to survive and keep your head above waters. Right now, and I'm actually at Here's the Cool Stuff. We've been open for a couple of days on a soft schedule since the pandemic, so keep us in prayer. I am an entrepreneur, a black brother out here trying to keep moving, keep doing this thing, and keep it positive in the community, and it takes all of us. And I want to share with you leave a few drip drops, okay, drip drops with you. And these are 3 ideas that came to me in the beginning of this pandemic when I was losing my mind, trying to figure out how I was going to pay my bills, my company's bills, all of the above. And I'm glad to share them. So 3 things: 1, assess, don't stress; 2, get creative, not destructive; and 3, stay mission minded. All right. And so the first one being assess, don't stress. It's easy to be like, ah, all right. But it takes discipline and commitment, all right, to look at what's going on. If everything is going crazy, at least organize and understand where the crazy things are, or what crazy things is getting ready to come on. So that's what I mean by assess. Take inventory of all the things, even if the things aren't working in your favor. Getting to know them and naming them is a part of inspiring and motivating yourself to keep moving. Get creative and not destructive. I'm not just talking about externally, I'm talking internally as well. So the thoughts that we think, the things that we say to ourselves, the thoughts that we think about ourselves, all of the above is times like these where these things are, where we're tested. And so instead of destroying ourselves, we want to create the spaces to want to create the space to create the space to innovate, create the space to motivate, and create the space to keep going. We got to create these things. Ain't nobody going to create it for us. And the last one is stay mission minded. Sometimes we need to take time away to get back to our first love, to get back to the reasons why. So I ask you, what is your reason why, entrepreneurs? What was your reason why, business owners? What is your reason why? All right. So this time away from the noise, away from the crowds, gives us another opportunity to get back to the reasons we started to begin with. So be mission minded. Even in the storm, be mission minded. If we can remember why we started, we're here about our Father's business. So if we can remember what business He laid on our hearts and in our minds and in our souls and in our passions and in our desires, if we can remember those things, we can stay mission minded and go through the valley of shadow and death and still fear no evil. Y'all, again, my name is John Graves. As a recap, be mission minded, get creative, not destructive, and assess. Don't stress, assess. You can follow me. Here's the cool stuff. HERES2, the number 2. COOLSTUFF on Instagram, Facebook, or just look up John Grace Productions on Instagram and Facebook. I would love to hear from you. I hope these 3 tips you can carry at least till tomorrow. Peace out, y'all.
Thank you so much to John for providing us with these amazing tips and for his energy and love of this. Again, as he said in his video, feel free to reach out to him and visit his store or see one of his productions. Thank you again to all of you for tuning in and listening in to this video. We truly appreciate your support. Feel free to leave a comment or reach out to us directly and let us know how this video has helped you in continuing on your economic empowerment and economic freedom journey. Coming up next, we will have an awesome and amazing speaker on the topic of the interview process, the do's and don'ts for the job you want. This virtual seminar/webinar will take place August 6th at 7 p.m. via Zoom. We invite and welcome Kiara Newsom, who is the Regional Human Resource Manager with Brown Superstore, Inc., to discuss what employers are looking for during the interview process and the do and don'ts that will help you nail your next interview. Please be sure to register for this event by searching the interview process on eventbrite.com or typing in the URL below. In order to receive the Zoom link, you will need to register, so please do. Again, we would love for you to stay connected with us through any of these mediums, and we look forward to bringing you more webinars, more education, more tips and tricks, and more resources for you to be able to continue your economic empowerment and economic freedom journey with us. Stay tuned for more to come, and we look forward to seeing you next time. Bye.